Hey there, and welcome to Tanya Builds AI. If you are new here, grab a glass of wine with me, pull up a chair. We're Gen X. We've done the hard parts of life. Now we get to play with AI. Delicious. All right, so today, what are we going to do? We are going to work on my own resume website. And if you haven't seen this before, this is built in Lovable. I built it all just through natural prompts. And I have my portfolio here, my skills and expertise, my featured projects, and I have my professional journey, as well as this career assistant, right? Ask About Tanya. So what I noticed is that some of the questions I was getting in this chat, I can see them in a database this is connected to. I said there were questions about scheduling an appointment and where would I do that? That's a great question. That's some great feedback that I can start building in. So I thought I would just turn on this camera and you can come with me, see how we might build that. So I have an account with cal.com. So what I'm going to do first, this is what I always do when I start a new project in Lovable. I'm just going to start typing and asking it. Actually, I might even just use the voice recorder here. So this little button here is where you can start recording. Hey there. So I have a new feature I want to build. I have this career assistant, the RAG-based career assistant, and I've noticed that some people are asking about scheduling appointments. I was wondering if we could somehow, as folks are asking about appointments or asking about rates or asking about working with me, if we could tie it to my cal.com account and have the chat actually offer up the cal.com account as an option for people. And then it directly connects out to a new tab where they can go to the site. All right, so I clicked the microphone. It's transcribing right now what it heard. So it might take a second. So see, it's just kind of taking everything I heard. I have this chat on because this is me kind of planning with the tool before just going forward and making the change. So I'm going to hit kind of go, right? Submit. So what I love to do, have a little sip of wine while it's thinking. All right. So I love this idea, natural evolution. Let me look at the current chat. This is what I love about Lovable. I love how it has, because it's so integrated with the back end and it has all of the code, it can look through all my code. It can look through all of the back end. It's all in one spot. So it can see how it's all going to fit together. This is really important difference versus sometimes folks use ChatGPT to ask about things while they're working with Lovable. Here's the problem. ChatGPT on its own doesn't have access to your code. It doesn't have access to your edge functions, your APIs, how the tables are set up. So it won't always give you the best answer. This is kind of an all-in-one. So let's see what it said. All right, so we want the AI, which is, this guy here, to recognize the intent, right? The scheduling, the rates, the working together. We want it, yes, to proactively offer the cal.com link as part of the conversation as a natural next step. I love that it got that intent. So that's really great. This tells me that we're on the same page. So what is it going to do? This is what I also love. It's now teaching us a little bit about engineering basics, right? So it's going to tell me, okay, in the back end, and again, the back end is this cloud, right? It has your database, it has your users, it has your storage, it has edge functions. That's the back end. What they're going to do is they're going to update, it's called Supabase Functions Chat Index. So this actually is telling me where it's going to update. And I could go into the code and find that exact file. Okay, we can go over that some other time too. So what it's going to do is it's going to go into that specific file and update that file with a scheduling link, instructions to recognize. So this is going to look at the prompt itself, and it's going to alter the prompt itself to say, hey, when someone's talking about scheduling something, offer this cal.com. When detected, the AI will naturally weave in, "I'm happy to connect you," and then maintain a warm and pushy tone. This is what the prompt will look like when visitors ask about scheduling. So when you're working with generative AI, you are essentially building instructions for the AI to follow, right? You're giving it as if it was a human, as if it was a manual that you're giving to a human. Hey, if someone mentions they want to make an appointment, offer that there's a cal.com appointment scheduled, just as if you were training another human. Frame it conversationally, don't be pushy, right? Now, you could change this. You could say, no, I want to be very pushy. I want to be very salesy. This is, you're giving the personality of the prompt. Great. So now that's going to happen on the back end. On the front end, what we're going to do is it needs to go back into the source code of components in our chatbot file, and it's going to look for messages, URLs. It's going to convert those, and it's going to create links, like hyperlinks, right? This is what the technical approach is going to be. This is what some of the styling. And then once it's done, I'm going to have to come back in. It's even giving me suggestions of how to test. Can I schedule a consultation? Let's remember this. I might even copy these right now, because I want to remember that these are the phrases I could test by, but I can also just scroll back up. All right. Expected behavior is AI responds with context and naturally integrated cal.com link. All right. So this keeps it human. So what is your cal.com URL? I actually have it right here. I don't actually know if you can see that, but it's, I'm going to put it into here. So my link is cal.com/crinkle-AI. This will wire it up so it flows naturally. So I'm just going to say, normally you can actually click implement plan, but I'm going to actually add my URL here. I'm going to say implement plan with, and then my code. I'm going to turn the chat off because I want it to start actually doing something, right? So I'm going to turn the chat off. And this is the same as if I clicked implement plan. I can also just say implement plan with a caveat of, hey, but use this link. So now I'm going to press go and have a little more wine. I can share what I'm drinking today. It's actually really good. It's it was like $6.99 on Trader Joe's. It's called red wine. Oh, I don't know if you can see that with the background like that. It's Horse Heaven Hills from Trader Joe's. It was like $6.99. Really good deal. Bottled in Walla Walla, Washington. It's just kind of a red blend. It doesn't actually tell me what the blend is, but I would say medium bodied, a little bit of a tannin, but pretty smooth actually. So very drinkable, great for vibe coding. All right. The chatbot now detects the scheduling intent. So let's give it a shot. Sometimes I like to just do a little refresh on the page just to make sure everything's kind of up to date. Let's go back to these questions here. All right. How about this? Can I schedule a consultation with Tanya? Let's see what it says. Let's see if it worked. Yes, you can absolutely can. If you're interested, you can easily book time with her. She'd be happy to discuss. So let's see. So look, this was a direct question, right? And it brought me directly to the site. So that's great. What other things? Let's see. Let's take this one. Do you offer coaching sessions? Let's see what it says. Yes, she does, particularly as an AI product coach. Her focus is often on helping individuals and teams navigate. If you're interested in exploring, it's a great way to discuss. Find her booking link here. Awesome. Let's see what happens if I say, what are your rates? Very practical question. And they differ, right? Versus scope and engagement, but you can use your AI. Great. So we'll do one more question, one more test. That's fantastic to hear. She enjoys working with you. You can easily book what works with her. So I think this is working pretty good so far. I think what I'll do next is kind of get it out there, maybe have a couple of folks test it and see how it works. But I love it so far. I think it's working great. I'm in preview mode right now. So I actually want to get it out and so that people could use it anytime. So let's actually, before I go, let's take a look to see what this error is. Anyone can spam your database with fake chat messages. I don't love that. So let's, here's some warnings. Document content could be assessed. We'll do one error and, please fix this. Let's see what it says. So they allow anyone to insert unlimited records without authentication. They could flood your database with fake check. That's a really good point. I really appreciate that it brought that up as an issue. So we will want to add a policy to make sure that to use a service role. Good news, Edge functions already use the service role key, so I need to remove the public. The Edge function will continue and bypasses. Okay. Now, the interesting thing is I don't have a login on this, so we'll see what happens because, let's see what it's going to do. Because I don't want them flooding my database and or using my AI, right? I mean, they're going to AI and they could cost a lot. So let's see what it's going to do. It does say add authentication. I don't really want to add authentication. So let me see. Let me ask this. So that's a great concern, but I don't want people to have to create an account just to chat with me. Does this mean people have to be authenticated to chat, or is there something else we can do to minimize this risk? Let's see what it says. Great. The fix I just applied doesn't require authentication for chatting. And authentication means logging in, having someone have to create a user account and have to log in each time so they can chat freely. Line 35 creates a client with a service role key with elevated privileges. We removed the policy that allowed anyone to write directly to the database. So as the chat interactions table had a public insert, meaning anyone could bypass chat interface entirely. Okay, got it. So this just means they can chat anonymously, but they don't have a way to bypass that Edge function. So they can't go right to my database. They could just be chatting it with it though. Okay, so it's from a direct spam. So I think we're good for now. Let's keep that. We're good. And then we're going to hit update. And we're going to publish. But this is what I love about Lovable too, is it has all these security checks. And that makes me feel a lot better because I don't always know what to look for. All right, so now it's updated and I can see it on my own website. All right, thank you for joining me today. So today what we did is we just actually chatted with Lovable about something that we wanted to build in, which was being able to do the AI little agent about my career or about me, and recognizing that someone is asking potentially about scheduling an appointment for me. So what it did on the back end, it added it as a prompt and it added as the, what to send people to. On the front end, it created the URL and was able to use language to help people book an appointment with me. So I find it success. I really look forward to you joining me next time as we try to solve more problems together. Cheers.